Good morning, students. Today we have to start from page 113, third paragraph. Look, said the little man, and now his smooth white face became suddenly suffused with color. Suffused means spread over, right? Something which spreads over the entire surface, so that is suffused. So the little man, who's the little man? The little man is Klausner, because Klausner was not very healthy. We have been told at the beginning of the story. So look, said the little man. So Klausner said, listen, doctor. And what happened? His smooth white face, it became suffused with color. So now there was some reddish color spread over his entire face. Look, he said, you stitch this up. So now what did Klausner want the doctor to do? He wanted the doctor to stitch the wound, the gash, the cut which has been caused to the tree. Because now he has realized that trees also feel. When he heard the sound of the tree, he had a feeling that trees also feel the pain when they are being cut or plugged, or the leaves and the flowers are plugged, so they also feel the pain. So now Klausner has realized this, and so he wants the doctor to heal the tree, to heal the gash which has been caused by the axe, because Klausner had hit the tree twice. Once before Dr. Scott's arrival and once afterwards, just to show the doctor, or to make the doctor listen to the sound. So twice the tree has been hit, and now he wants the doctor to heal the wound, to stitch the wound, to stitch the cut which has been caused on the trunk of the tree. He pointed to the last gash that the axe had made in the tree trunk. You stitch this up quickly. So this is what he asked the doctor to do, to stitch it up quickly. Now the doctor obviously will be surprised. How will a doctor stitch the cut of a tree? Tree is wood. The trunk of a tree is wood. How will he stitch the wood? So he said, don't be silly. You do as I say, stitch it up. But Klausner was very serious. He said, he was very serious about what he was saying to the doctor, and he said, you just need to do what I'm saying. Just stitch this up. Stitch this wound. Klausner was gripping the axe handle, and he spoke softly, in a curious, almost threatening tone. So now what will happen to the doctor? When Klausner is asking him seriously, in a very serious, threatening tone, he was trying to threaten the doctor with axe in his hand. What will happen? Obviously, the doctor will be scared, right? So he said, don't be silly, the doctor said. I can't stitch through wood. Come on, let's get back. So he says, don't talk nonsense, right? Don't talk like a crazy person. I cannot stitch through wood. It's not possible for me to stitch through wood. So we should better get back home. So you can't stitch through wood. So he said, oh, Cha, you cannot stitch through wood. No, of course not. Dr. Scott replied, of course it's not possible for me to stitch through wood. Have you got any iodine in your bag? What if I have? So this what if I have is said by Dr. Scott. So Klausner asked, do you have, okay, fine, if you cannot stitch the wound, fine, not a problem. Do you have some iodine in your bag? So Dr. Scott was curious to know what if he had iodine in his bag. Then paint the cut with iodine. It will sting, but that can't be helped. So then he asked the doctor to apply some iodine on the cut. And then he was sensitive to the pain of the tree also. He said that after the application of the iodine, I know the tree will have that stinging sensation, right? You have, whenever there is a cut and you apply medicine, stings for some time. Even if you apply Dettol, then also it stings for some time. So see, this is the sensitivity of Klausner towards the tree, right? He said that I know it will sting for some time, but that can't be felt. The tree needs to be healed, and so if you cannot stretch through wood, you better apply some iodine. I know it will be a bit painful for the tree, but then we cannot do anything about it. Now look, the doctor said. So now the doctor has had enough of nonsense, and so he said, now look, listen to me, Klausner. And again he turned as if to go. So then after that he didn't have any words to say, so he just said, now look, and then he turned to go, and then he said, let's not be ridiculous. Enough of nonsense I've had, right? But whatever you're talking is absurd. So please don't be ridiculous. Please don't be silly. Let's get back to the house. And then he was about to say something when he was stopped by Klausner. He was not allowed to complete his sentence by Klausner. That is why there are two dots. Paint the cut with iodine. Klausner was very serious and he said, paint. He didn't even allow the doctor to complete his sentence and he said, paint the cut with iodine. The doctor hesitated. He saw Klausner's hands tightening on the handle of the axe. And then Klausner was saying this statement, paint the cut with iodine. His hands tightened on the axe, the handle of the axe. Right? So obviously the doctor will be scared. So the doctor was scared. He saw Klausner's hands tightening on the handle of the axe. He decided that his only alternative was to run away fast. And he certainly wasn't going to do that. Because the doctor realized that Klausner is not in his senses, right? He's talking things like this, that paint, stitch the wound of the tree and paint it with iodine. So obviously he is not in his senses, right? So the doctor hesitated for some time, right? And then the way he was gripping at the handle of the axe, Klausner was holding the handle of the axe very tightly. He thought that either he should listen to what Klausner is saying, or the next best thing would be to run away from that place as fast as he could, because you never know, he might hit you with that axe. As it is, he has tightened his grip on the axe. So, and he was not going to do. And what is the what can you tell about the doctor from this line? And he certainly wasn't going to do that.
Ma'am, he is concerned about his patients.
Come again?
Ma'am, he is concerned about his patients.
Yes, he is concerned about Klausner. He cannot leave Klausner in such a condition, in such a mental state, and run away from the place. So Dr. Scott was a true friend, a confidant of Klausner. He was worried about Klausner's condition. So he opted for the other option, that is to stay there and do as Klausner wants him to do, instead of running away from the place. So he decided that he will apply iodine, no matter how nonsensical act it would be, but still he agreed to it. All right, he said, I'll paint it with iodine. So the doctor agreed to paint it with iodine because he was concerned about his friend. He was sensitive towards Klausner. So if you're asked to write the character traits of Dr. Scott, you will have to include this, his sensitivity, his acting as a true friend, a true confidant of Klausner. He got his black bag, which was lying on the grass about 10 yards away, opened it, and took out a bottle of iodine and some cotton. So he agreed to what Klausner wanted him to do, and he took his bag, opened it, took out a bottle of iodine and some cotton. He went up the tree trunk, uncorked the bottle. Uncorked means removing the cap of the bottle. cork of the bottle. Tipped some of the iodine onto the cotton wool, bent down and began to dab it into the right. So then he began to apply that iodine on the cut, the gash which was caused on the tree with the cotton wool. He dipped some cotton wool on the we dipped some cotton wool with the iodine from the bottle and then we started dabbing the cut on the tree with that cotton. Dabbing, you know, when you uh, when you touch something very lightly, right? Like you are applying medicine with the cotton wool, so that is dabbing. Not without any pressure when you touch. Okay. So he kept one eye on Klausner, who was standing motionless with the axe in his hands, watching it. So Klausner was still holding the axe and he was watching what Dr. Scott was doing. So his one eye was on Klausner. He actually wanted Klausner to relax, to calm down. So he was observing the expression of Klausner while he was applying iodine on the tree. Make sure you get it right in. So then Klausner said that make sure that you apply it properly. Right? It means it should iodine should go inside the wound so that it heals fast. Yes, the doctor said. Now do the other one, the one just above it. There were two cuts I told you. One was made by Klausner alone and one in the presence of Dr. Scott. So he said, now do the other one. Now apply iodine on the other one, just above this cut. The doctor did as he was told. There you are, he said, it's done. And so he applied iodine on both the wounds. And then he told Klausner that now it's done. I have applied iodine properly. He straightened up and surveyed his work in a very serious manner. That should do nicely. So he then got up because he was bending while applying iodine, and then he straightened up, he stood straight, and then he looked carefully at his work, right? Carefully at both the wounds in a very serious manner, right? Why? In a very serious manner. Why in a very serious manner? Can anyone tell me why in a very serious manner? He looked at the wounds in a very serious manner because he wanted Klausner to realize that he is taking this entire thing very seriously. He's as serious as Klausner himself, right? So that is why he surveyed his work in a very serious manner. That should do nicely. He said, now this will heal nicely. I have done the needful. Klausner came closer and gravely examined the wound. So Klausner also came forward, moved closer to the tree, and very seriously he examined both the wounds, whether iodine has been applied properly or not. Yes, he said, nodding his huge head slowly up and down. And then after examining the wounds, he said, yes, yes, you have done your job properly. He said this to Dr. Scott. Yes, that will do nicely. He stepped back a pace. You will come and look at them again tomorrow. And then what did he tell the doctor? That now tomorrow you will again have to come and examine the wound. Oh yes, the doctor said, of course. The doctor said, yes, for sure, I'll come tomorrow and examine the wound and put some more iodine on. Said, and you have to put some more iodine on this wound tomorrow. So Dr. Scott said, if necessary, yes. Yes, if it is required, I will definitely do it. Thank you, Doctor, Klausner said. And he nodded his head again. And he dropped the axe. And all at once he smiled. A wild, excited smile. So now because he was relaxed that the tree will be healed. Because the medicine has been applied on the touch. And the tree will again go back to normal after some time. The wound of the tree will be healed. So now Klausner was a bit relaxed, and so he nodded his head and he said thank you to the doctor. And now there was a smile on his face, a wild, excited smile. The smile, excitement was visible on his face. And quickly the doctor went over to him and gently he took him by the arm and he said, and then the doctor went closer to him and took him by the arm, held his arm, and he said, come on, you must go now. And then he asked Klausner to go back home along with him. And suddenly they were walking away, two of them, walking silently, rather hurriedly across the park, over the road, back to the house. So then both of them went back to the house. Klausner was also happy that the wound of the tree will be healed. With this, we come to the end of the story. Thank you. Any problems you have?